Everyone's had a shitty weekend like I have. Honestly, I really just have stayed inside and tried to just recover and heal and rest. I wanted to talk a little bit about the one person that I think the only celebrity, as far as I know, that has had ENS and died from it, and that's Michael Jackson. I think a lot of people now are catching on and are aware that his death was tied very much to the nose surgery that he had. And that's why he couldn't sleep. That's why he was, very sick and needed doctors constantly around him and needed propofol to fall asleep. Now, I know some might argue, well, what about Prince? Prince never had any nose surgery. He became a drug addict. Well, I don't know. I mean, some people become drug addicts, just because that's, they're inherently gonna cope with things differently. Like, some people are drug addicts without a reason to be. It is a disease. But, yeah, Michael Jackson, I'm trying to maybe put like a time frame on how long we think he suffered with ENS. And honestly, I know he started getting his nose fixed in the fucking 80s, 70s. I don't even know. It was after that accident he had, and I'm gonna assume, just for giving doctors a break and giving them the benefit of the doubt, that let's say he had 2 and he really didn't have ENS until maybe further down the line. But I want to say from the 90s on, I'm pretty sure Michael Jackson had ENS. And I'm not sure if that's why he continued to get nose surgeries, or if he continued to get them and that made his breathing worse. I mean, obviously, he didn't have much of a nose. We all know that. But he publicly didn't seem to really talk much about it. I'm not sure if he knew what he was dealing with, because back then it wasn't really well known or talked about. And so I guess we'll never really know. But a lot of signs and indicators point to him suffering with it, and I'm pretty sure he likely was suffering with it from the 90s up until his death. So probably at least 10 to 15 years or longer, maybe even, that he was suffering with it. And yeah, I don't think we'll ever know, because he had so many other things going on. And he also, he was a celebrity. He had a lot of money. And he had a lot of money to have private doctors and stuff. So we don't really know what he was doing, behind the scenes. And also, too, I don't think we will. HIPAA law is a thing, and only so much comes out publicly. But yeah, I don't know. It really sucks if you do look at just his life towards the end. Yeah, a lot of signs point to him suffering with that nasal condition. And let's say best case scenario, he didn't have ENS. He at least had severe trouble breathing through his nose, and I know that would probably affect his health very much. And also his ability to perform, his ability to sleep and function properly. So yeah, I think out of anybody, he's he's a case that needs to be like looked further into. And I know a lot of doctors have, but I'm sure there's going to be more celebrities coming out with this illness, because nose surgeries are so prominent in Hollywood. And I hate to say it, but in Hollywood, these doctors kind of just do whatever. And the celebrity pays a large amount of money to the doctor to not have to worry about what they're doing. And just like, okay, get, do your thing, and like, let's in and out, like, because they have shit to do. They're performers, or they got films to shoot. So I think a lot of the time these Hollywood doctors are not necessarily thinking about health as much. I hate to say it. Yes, even if you're a celebrity, but nose surgery is very common, obviously, in Hollywood. And I think in the future there may be more people coming out with it, although they've taken a lot of precautions in regards to how they operate, so this doesn't happen to people. That still doesn't prevent it from happening, because people are still getting it every day. But if you want to look at a case of somebody in the public that had it, definitely Michael Jackson, for sure. And it sucks, because he was not only a celebrity, but he was one of the greatest musicians and performers of all time. And to know he was dealing with such a plight, is just, it's fucking astonishing. The fact that he could do what he did. While dealing with that big of a fucking thing is crazy to me. Because I know what it's like, if we can use his case and, spread awareness, I think that'll help. Because it goes to show you, it's not just normal people, everyday people that are getting it. There's been countless other people that have gotten this, celebrities, doctors themselves, and I think it's time we speak up about it more.